How do you build a zoo, pet, and play small business venue in The Sims 4 using businesses and hobbies? Well, sit back and let me show you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another Sims 4 speed build. This is for just a build for fun, actually. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. So I do not edit my voiceovers when I do speed builds or cast builds. So please forgive any stumbling, bumbling, rambling, and any other thing. So what I have been doing is building small business venues for the Sims 4 businesses and hobbies, but honestly for the game so that you can just take your Sims to visit these venues. I have been taking random townies and having them purchase the venues and setting up the rules for the venue, and then my Sims can go there to hang out. So these are on the gallery under my EAID, Just a Mom That Sims. Now, please forgive any glitching with my video. I did change the way I record, and I see now for a speed build that I'm going to have to make some more changes to get it to flow back smoothly. However, yeah, I am building this giant barn looking space, and it's got two sides and it connects in the back. And yes, you have like an open underhang to get inside. Now, one side is going to be stables for horses, mini goats, mini sheep, and the other side is going to have like a kitchen and a big eating area, but it's going to have game tables like cards, symbols, don't wake the llama, and chess tables. So what I called this was Zoo Pet Play, and that's because it's a petting zoo where you can go in. It'll have chickens too, and cows and llamas, but you can go in. You can pet the animals, you can feed the chickens, you can just milk the cows, like you can do whatever you want to do your sim. And then you can come right over to the other side and you can play the table games. And I had it set up like that so that you can just kind of get all the fun you need. I felt like it would be an interesting day out. It did not win the vote on the poll. The motel did, and I built that first, but I still was really intrigued by the idea of this build. I am using three main packs for this build. That is Horse Ranch Pack, Cottage Living, and Island Living. However, I did pick some items up from Grow Together. So those are the packs I am using. Now, I did do like a pattern on the hardwood floors on one side. The other side is going to be stable / barn type area. So I didn't put any special patterns into the flooring. And also on the side with the patterns, like it would help me like section off the rooms, even though I don't really need to, but I think it's kind of a cool little building tool. Now I'm gonna put these wide barn doors up because if I go walls up, I've got this light green color that is on the roof face, and the rest of it is this medium brown color. So I think putting green doors inside would be great. Now, you do have to go outside of each room to get into the next room. And I really wanted that to be the build because when you go back up and the roof is raised, you see that this area is covered. We do get snow in Hereford on Bagley, and we also get rain. So you'll be protected once you get here. I'm also going to do some quick saves. Now, in the bathrooms, you will notice that I put like a rock print in for the walls, and I think that really fits well. That's from the Cottage Living pack. Now we're gonna have chickens here. When you have a small business and you put it where the people can take care of the animals, I'll let you know upfront, they go crazy feeding the chickens. But in this case, I don't mind. Now, I do know that I'm going to put one cow and one llama, and those are the animal sheds from Cottage Living that you see on the sides. I really debated putting more cows and llamas, but this is the big lot in Chestnut Ridge. I don't know if that's a 50 by 50, but it's one huge lot right at the base of the world, and that's where I'm building. And I know that you can fit so much on this sprawling lot. I want it to be nice. but I don't want it to run out. Now, I did put some lot trays on here. I did a sunny lot tray. I did the one where you can take like good photos and paintings, even though we don't have an easel. I thought that you could select to take photos in businesses and hobbies. I didn't see it. That doesn't mean it's not there. It just means I couldn't find it in the long list that you can assign as a task for the business or a hobby to do for the business. Now I've got the two chess tables here, and I got this one random colorful table. And that is because I wanted one that really stood out for kids, even though I know the kids can play at any of the other tables. Now, this little mini table from Horse Ranch Pack is one of my favorites. So I'm putting a radio in here so that the Sims will have something to listen to. Then you've got the flower trolley just because I think it aesthetically fits in. And then this rug. I wanted the little three horses together for the rug because this rug is fitting perfectly in what I'm trying to do. Now, this is the second gaming room. These are the tables. You can even do puzzles on these tables too. So I think it's puzzles, cards, or symbols. I know I probably say that wrong, but yeah, it reminds me of kind of like Scrabble, but it's symbols. So anyway, I'm gonna put a radio in here as well. I know right away that I'm gonna delete one of these plants. I do want a mirror in this room. We've got mirrors in the bathrooms, but that's it. So I know that Sims might want to freshen up or do charisma or talk to themselves. I'm not making it a task, but that's what I want to do. Now I'm gonna go and put the jump for the horses, and I already put the green barrels. This is a giant archway, and I think if I rearrange the kiosks, it'll be like a cool point to walk into the building. I wish it was wider, but when I use my bracket keys, it got absolutely giant sized and it was just too much. So I went back down. Now I do have another archway when you first come into the ranch, because that's the one that's there before you start building. Is built into the world in the game, but I decided to leave it because I really like the idea of having a ranch sign and you coming in. Now, these are just little wall hangings, so they've got like things to clean up with, and also they've got the other rack with hats on it. Then I put the little utensils in. I'm gonna put this barrel in the corner because I feel like I know they got some barrels for wine, but I feel like maybe they will store wine in a colorful barrel. Then we got the brooms and buckets. Like, you want to have signs that you clean around the ranch. We've got hay that we're sitting out here. And I know they put hay in the horses' beds, but I really wish that we had more hay. See, I played with this sign up front. I thought about changing it. And I also didn't put a businesses and hobbies sign on this business, and that's like the only other thing they recommend other than a kiosk. But I felt like it didn't match the aesthetic of this build at all, so I skipped it. Now, the other thing I really like about Horse Ranch Pack is the little pottery that they have in there. Like, it almost looks like Native American inspired pottery. I love that. So I'm also gonna put the what is this, the dollhouse. It came with Horse Ranch Pack. I think the green fits the aesthetic here, and I also really want stuff for the kids to do. You see, I put a toy box in as well. And then on the front, I want to put these big glass pane windows where you can see inside. But most importantly, if you're inside, you can see outside, because it doesn't matter if it's raining in here for Don Bagley or snowing or sunny. It is a beautiful world. Now, I ran out with the little bar windows, but I know I wanted them on the sides because, you know, on one side you will have live horses and many goats, many sheep. Now, also, I probably shouldn't have put those glass windows on the right side where the horses will be, you know, if I was doing a realistic build, but it's the Sims, so it'll be all right. And I put them because, you know, a horse is not going to break that window in Sim life. Now, I put the open face window like you would go upstairs into the haystack in the barn, even though I did not build that haystack out. So you literally looking into the ceiling. It's okay though. I think these windows go perfectly. So let's do our walkthrough. I like to go around the entire building from every angle so you can see our bonfire thing that I put out here as well, because I did make it one of the business activities on a cold Hemford on Bagley night. You can sit by the bonfire. You can see these horses that I hope hang around. But I did learn a fact: if you put horses in, you really need to live on the lot. And I found a townie that lives somewhere else, because this is meant to be an outside small business. Now, this barn holds 2 horses, and you can see I got a feeding trough and a water trough in there. And then if you come outside and stay to the right, you can fit one more horse in here, and you see I've got the saddle holder in here and another water and food trough. These are mini goats and mini sheep. You see they are in a wide array of color, and they've got a hay trough and water too. And these are our chickens. I actually bought 5 chickens, so it was 2 roosters, 2 hens, and 1 hen chick. So yeah, hopefully they will be long lasting in the game. And then we come in our kitchen. You've got 2 bathrooms in the dining area, so you can take a shower, wash up. Like, don't come and eat stinky. You come and take care of your needs. Here is the other bathroom. They have the same stuff in them, but I had to lay them out differently, or decided to. I didn't have to. So then we go out, and now we go to the other side. So in this first room, you will see our tables. These are the tables that pretty much do everything. Our dollhouse, and you got some horse trophies in right by the bench. Now in the other room, you got the chess tables, you got another radio and a toy box, and you've got some more gaming tables. So let's go outside and walk around the outside of the build. But if you come over here, we have a llama in this shed right here. Again, these animal sheds are cottage living. And then you've got the horse jumps and the fire pits, and I got 2 benches by them. And the cow is right here. So as we pan around our world, I hope you enjoyed this build. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.